Namo Sakhyamuni Buddha. Today, my talk is about the love of a family. I'm very happy to have Kelly out of town to come to see us here, the new shrine here. And this morning, I talked about the family love, filial piety. Now I want to repeat it because Buddhism is a religion of love. Okay? And you love your family. You want to bring them to Buddhism. That's the best way. Like the children, when they love their parents, and the Buddhist way, the best way is to bring the parents to the temple so we can worship together and live in harmony, live in love. Because love is very important in life. You know, love, stop the hatred, stop the discrimination. Now the time you hear a lot of discrimination, a lot of prejudice and bias. So the best way to eliminate the hatred and the discrimination is to practice Buddhism. Because of Buddhism, you learn how not to hate, but to love. Love is so natural. You see, in life, you can watch it. You see, love is so natural. You see all these young children, when they very young, they play each other, they love each other. They don't discriminate, they don't know how to hate. When they grow up, the adult society teach them how to discriminate, how to hate. And animals the same way. When you raise a dog and cat, when they're small, they puppy, they kitten, you see, they play with each other. They don't fight. But when they grow up, they learn the bad habit. And they start fighting. They start trying to kill each other. So, you see, the love is very natural. Very, very natural. The hatred is very artificial. So, we learn how to love. And what is love in Buddhism? Love in Buddhism is not like the selfish love. We think love is between individuals, each other. You love somebody, somebody loves you back. But in Buddhism, it's not that way. You love, sometimes you don't ask for the return. You just love. And even the people, they're not nice to you. You love them and you change them. Sometimes you said, okay, people, they practice love, but do something, you said, oh, maybe her, she or he, they scared of that person, so they love, they kind of subdue. It's not true. You love them. You show them the good example. You give them the good example. First, they don't respond because they're indifferent. And they said, maybe she's not sincere to me. Maybe she's scared of me, my strength, my power, my class, my wealth, my fame. She's scared of me. But after a little while, he and she, they learned. They said, no, that person is different. She or he very noble. She or he are better than myself. She or he learned to love, to respect me, to give me the good regard. And I have to imitate, I have to learn from her or his example. And they chanted. I have many people, when they come to the temple, they practice it, and they go to their office, and the people notice the difference. They said, she become very nice. She's very helpful. She's very, very courteous to everybody. And they're surprised. And the lady, she answered, she said, I practice Buddhism. I understand now how to deal with people. I deal with them with respect and love. And the people are reciprocated. They see it. And she tells me, before, I didn't help them. But now, after I practice Buddhism, I learned how to help them. So they ask me for help. I tell them very nicely. I said, let me finish my job. After I finish it, I will help you. And they're very surprised. They said, I'm so helpful. I said, that's the Buddhist way. In family, the same way. The people, they practice Buddhism, they're very nice to their family. The father, they come back, they pay attention to the wife, to the children. They treat them with love, not like before. They come in home, they expect to have good food, they drink, they read their newspaper. They didn't pay attention to the wife or the children. But now, they go home, they appreciate the wife cooking. They take care of the kid. They read for the kid. They do homework with the kid. So that's love. So that makes the difference. That makes a lot of difference. And you see that. And in America now, about 20 years before, I learned that there are over 20 million Americans, they're practicing Buddhism now. Probably now it must be 40, 50 million, more than that. In Australia, it's the main religion in Australia now. In Europe now, in Germany, in France, in Italy, in England, it become a very important religion. Why? Because the religion of love. People, they learn it. Even the communist country, you know that, dictatorship. And they're very cruel. But now, they changed it. In China now, people practice more Buddhism. The wife of Xi Jinping, okay? She's a Buddhist person. They want to hide it. They said because Buddhism, they didn't believe in religion. They call religion the poison of mind. They scare religion. But his wife, she's a Buddhist. So you see that deep down, they believe in Buddhism. Many of them, in Vietnam the same, they hide it. Sometimes the men, they dare not during the day go to the temple, but on the weekend, they sneak in the temple. Their family, they practice Buddhism because they need love. I have one of my friends, he go back to Vietnam. He said, when they die, they ask the monk, the nun, to do the service for their family. So they believe it. They believe in love. So that's Buddhism. So the best way with the family to live in love and harmony is to practice Buddhism. You have a benefit. And Buddha say this one, help yourself before you help the other people. We call it tự độ, độ tha. Tự độ, that means help yourself. Độ tha means help the other people. You have to help yourself. Some people they say, oh, you help yourself, that means you're selfish. No, you're not selfish. You take care of yourself physically, emotionally, spiritually. You become a good person. You become a very happy person. You have to be happy so we can bring happiness to other people. You cannot make the other people happy when yourself you're not happy. Okay? When we're grouchy, when we're angry, you can't make the people happy. So you have to be happy first. So be happy and bring happiness to other people. That's the way you do it. Okay? And you're happy. Your happiness radiate around you. Make all the people around you happy. And your attitude changes. Your action changes. Action speaks louder than the word. Just practice Buddhism and you're happy. And the people, they will benefit from your happiness. So it's important to practice Buddhism because Buddhism is very sincere. You practice Buddhism with sincerity, okay? Buddha says this way, it's not practicing Buddhism by chanting, by going to temple only, by giving donation. He said practicing Buddhism is serving fellow people. That's the best way to practice Buddhism. You practice Buddhism by helping the other people, by serving the fellow people. Like Buddha himself, all his life, he served the other people. And people say that, oh, he deserted his family. He deserted his wife, his only son, his father. He didn't want to be emperor himself. He said because he has love. He has love for everybody, not only for his wife and his son. He wants to love everybody. If he stay home, he become emperor himself. He have all luxury and live in the palace. He go out to be a poor monk, to beg for food. He show to the other people. He care for the other people. He want to give example to people. He said, I become a Buddha by my own efforts. In Buddhism, we don't believe in idolatry, in superstition. Some people, they think, I practice Buddhism so I can be lucky, I can be richer, I can be famous, I can be successful. It's not in Buddhism. In Buddhism, we practice Buddhism because we want to improve ourselves, to be a better person. Because we know ourselves, we're not perfect, we're far from perfect. So we improve ourselves gradually, daily. A little bit improvement, make it better every day. So some people, they ask you, why you practice Buddhism? I practice Buddhism because I want to better myself. I better myself, I benefit myself, then I benefit the other people. I don't practice Buddhism because I want this and that, I want to have all the blessing for myself. They have no blessing. Buddha say, you bless yourself. You don't ask Buddha or Bodhisattva to bless you. They don't bless you. They teach you. Buddha is a teacher. He teaches you how to live. That's all. He gave a good example. He never said that because you pray to me, you worship me, you bow to me, you get on the blessing. No. You do it to yourself. It's a meritocratic system. You have a merit. You get that merit because from your action, from the thing you do it. And after you get merit, you don't keep for yourself. You transfer the merit to other people. You want them to be better like yourself. So it's a mutual benefit. Like you in a family, you practice Buddhism, doesn't mean you want to show off to them, I'm a better person. I want to get the benefit for yourself. No, you just give them the example. You show because you're so lovely, you're so kind. They acknowledge that. They see it. They change themselves. They become a better person themselves. Okay? A lot of people, they're very angry. After they come in temple for a little while, they become less and less angry. And before, they were greedy. After a little while, they're not greedy anymore. Okay? They want to benefit the other people. You can see it in many places. I see it when I went to China. In many temples, I see a lot of roast pork they put in the temple. I said, what do you do? Oh, I want to pray Buddha because I come to temple. My business get better. I said, Buddha didn't eat pork. They eat roast pork. And none of them eat. You bring this one. You pollute the temple. We didn't eat meat. We didn't eat fish. We didn't eat chicken. We didn't eat pork in that temple. We need only clean water, some flour, some fruit. It shows that the purity of our action, of our mind. Make the people of that. We're grateful. We're not only grateful to Buddha, grateful to everybody. Like for example, I come to the temple. I'm grateful to all of you, but you're part of the Sangha of the temple. You and all of us, monk and nun, we are the community of a practitioner. We are the Sangha. We are the one to build, to maintain this temple. It's not for our life. I'm already 83. I don't live that many more years. But after I pass, the temple belongs to all of you. You maintain it, you develop it, and it becomes the common property. So the future generation benefit from our temple. That's the meaning of building the temple. We don't build for ourselves. A lot of people sacrifice, like our elder person here, Leon Brian Quang, he spent a lot of time. He do a lot of things. He hurt himself many times to do the service for the temple. He didn't do for himself. He do it because he thinks that he will benefit the other people. It's very good. It's the way to do it, the way to serve it. So if you see that, just help Leon to do improvement for the temple, because it belongs to all of you. It doesn't belong to any one person. It's a common property. Okay? It's a place we come together, we practice together. There's one saying in Vietnamese, they said, when you eat a meal, you don't eat only one dish. You have different dish. It's a supplement, so we have better meal. So you practice Buddhism the same thing. You don't practice by yourself. You practice with the community of practitioners. We help each other to study, to practice, give example to each other. We need to practice in harmony. That way, our Sangha get better, and we have more people in the Sangha. In this temple, we have over 1,000 American members. They didn't come in one time, but you see on the list, we have over 1,000. They come here. Some of them, they move out of town, they move out of state, but they're part of the community of practitioners. And I think in the future, we have more and more. We'll have 1,000 more, and they bring the benefit. The people, they practice Buddhism, they're very kind, they're very nice. They are caring people, loving people. That's the benefit of the practice of Buddhism. So do it to benefit everybody. And they see it. And they will treat this entity like the common property. Okay? So the temple belongs to everybody in San Antonio. Okay? Somebody before, they thought it's a Vietnamese temple. I'm a Vietnamese, and they're not Vietnamese. It happened we are Vietnamese, but doesn't mean it's a Vietnamese temple. It's the San Antonio Buddhist temple. Okay? And you see the name, we call it Buddhist temple. We didn't put the name that Phuoc. Why is it Phuoc? Phuoc means Phuoc, that means merit. Huệ, that means wisdom. When you practice, you develop a lot of merits, and the merit lead you to wisdom. You know the difference between wisdom and intelligence. A lot of people, they're very intelligent, but they're not wise. A lot of people, they're wise. They don't have a certificate, they don't have a diploma, they don't have a piece of paper saying that they have a PhD degree, master degree, but they're very wise. It's a wisdom. A lot of people, they have a degree, but they are foolish. In some way, they are stupid. They act stupid. You see, like a U-bomber, he's very intelligent. He developed bomb to hurt the other people. So he used intelligence to hurt the other people. He put bomb in the envelope. He sent to somebody, so they open it can kill them. So what the intelligence for? He's a mathematician. He's very good in math, but he uses his knowledge to help the other people. The wise people, they don't do it. They use their wisdom to help the other people. So the difference between wisdom and intelligence. Intelligence is very limited to time, to space, but wisdom, they have no limitation. So that's the reason why our temple called Phuoc. Phuoc, that means merit, and Huệ, that means wisdom. That's the combination. The Vietnamese, the Chinese name, they're very meaningful. So I keep that. I keep because my teacher, his name is Phuoc too. He take that name Phuoc because that's the way he practiced. He been monk for about 70 years before he died. He died at age 91. So his name Phuoc. Our respect for him, I named the temple Phuoc, the same thing. To think about him, whether he educate me, he make me a monk. So I'm very grateful to him. And he died. He lived a big temple in Australia, but nothing else. He went empty-handed. He died. He didn't bring anything with him. He didn't have anybody, his family, anything. He lived to all the students back, and now we have more temples in Australia, in New Zealand. It's a wonderful thing. So Phuoc, understand that the meaning of the temple, wisdom, merit and wisdom. That's the name of the temple. So my talk today is about love. Okay? We need love. We live with love. We practice love. And remember, loving kindness or loving compassion. In Vietnamese, they call it từ bi. Từ, that means loving kindness. Bi, that means loving compassion. What's the loving kindness? Loving kindness, you treat everybody with love, like your own family. You love your family naturally. On your loved one. You love them. They relate to you, your family, your friends. Từ bi. Bi, what means loving compassion. Loving compassion, that means you love people, they're needy. They need your help. But you love them with respect and dignity. We don't love them with contempt. We don't love them, look down on them. Like you see the poor people, we help them. You don't see that, oh, you're lazy. Oh, you stupid. You don't have a diploma, they have a skill like me. I make a big salary, I make a good living. Now I give you $5, $10. I feel sorry for you. Don't say that. Help them with dignity, with love. They need it. Like you help your family. You don't look down on your family. You don't look down on your father, your mother. When they get old, when they're young, they nurture you, they feed you. But now they get old, they retire. Sometimes they have retirement money, sometimes they don't have it. So you help them, but you still help them with love and respect. So do with the other people the same thing. That's the loving compassion. So if you practice loving kindness, loving compassion, you are a very good person. And Buddha said this one. You didn't say that. You have to be Buddhist to do that. You are a good person. You practice love. And everybody can become Buddhist person. You don't have to claim that I'm a Buddhist person because I go to temple, because I enjoy the organization. I call myself Buddhist. You practice loving kindness, loving compassion. You are Buddhist per se. You are a Buddhist person. Somebody asked Dalai Lama, what do you think the Buddhism? He said, religion of kindness, that's all. We can't call it religion of kindness. We have no name, okay? Everybody can become Buddhist. And if you practice love, you are a Buddhist person. Buddhist, what means Buddhism? Is awakened person, awakening. People, they're ignorant. That doesn't mean they're stupid. Ignorant, that means they don't know what is real, what is true. They have a misconception, misunderstanding. They think something is really true. It's not that. They call it ignorant. They can be very, very intelligent, but they're ignorant because they don't know what's real, what is true. They think their car, Rolls Royce, lasts for forever. You buy the Rolls Royce, you bring out the dealer, the car lost value already. The next day, the car is not the same value as the one you just buy. And 1 year later, the car depreciates very much. 10 years later, the car worth nothing, even the Rolls Royce, because it depreciated. But they didn't see it. They think, oh, I buy a Rolls Royce. That's permanent. That's a treasure. You know, I cherish it. I'm very proud of it because it's Rolls Royce. But they didn't see the reality. That means nothing. That's impermanent. But you are a Buddhist person. They said, Rolls Royce is nothing. It's the car. It's transportation. For transportation. If you have Rolls Royce, or you have the Chevrolet or Ford, that's the same thing. Just used for transportation. So you are very, very, very wise. And the people, they think their Rolls Royce is permanent. They are ignorant. That's the difference. So today, I talk to you about some concept about Buddhism. If you have any question, I'm trying to answer your question. And I welcome our new friend to come, and especially Kelly out of town. It's very good for you to come and to bring your two daughters with you. It's a wonderful thing. I know you work on Saturday, on Sunday, but when you have a chance, come join us. Okay? We have 3 big celebrations a year. The birthday Prince Siddhartha, the Vesak, the Ulabana, the Parents' Day, and the celebration of the New Year. That's the 3 big celebrations. And I will let you know whenever celebration, we work to go together. We practice together. We practice in harmony. Okay? Anybody have any question? If I have no question, we will transfer the merit. We do the chanting. Namo Sakya Moni Buddha. Namo Sakya Moni Buddha. Namo Sakya Moni Buddha. Any positive action we accomplished today, we want to transfer the merit to everybody and wish them the alignment.
to the eternally abiding Buddhas, the supreme Dharma and sagely Sangha throughout the Dharma realm and the realm of entities and 3 periods of time. To the fundamental teacher Shakyamuni Buddha, Maitreya, honored future Buddha, Manjushri, great wisdom Bodhisattva, universal great conduct Bodhisattva, all Dharma guarding Deva Bodhisattvas, and the glorious mountain assembly of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. To Amitabha Buddha in the land Avalokiteshvara, great compassion Bodhisattva, great strength Bodhisattva, earth sword, great vow Bodhisattva, and the assembly of great pure sea light Bodhisattva. Great compassionate Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, Namo, great compassionate Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, Namo, great compassionate Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Ratnatraya Chala Mama Vimala Mukdalehi Shina Shina Asham Prashari Vishwa Vishwam Prashaya Holo Holo Mara Holo Holo Hri Sara Sara Siri Siri Soro Soro Bodhaya 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 Maitreya Narakendi Drishanina Vayamana Swaha Siddhaya Swaha Mahasidhaya Swaha Siddhayogi Ishwaraya Swaha Narakendi Swaha Mara Nara Swaha Sira Simha Mukaya Swaha Sarva Mahahastaya Swaha Chakra Hastaya Swaha Padmakasaya Swaha Narakendi Vagalaya Swaha Mavari Sankaraya Swaha Namo Ratnatrayaya Namo Arya Varokete Shavaraya Swaha Om Siryanto Mantrabadaya Swaha. Body is bringing morning light in concentration. My heart is at peace. A half smile is born on my lips. This is anew, and I vow to go through it in mindfulness. The sun of wisdom has risen, shining in every direction. Noble sung diligently, bring your mind into meditation. Namo Shakyamuni Buddhaya. Namo Shakyamuni Buddhaya. Namo Shakyamuni Buddhaya. Surpass profound and wonderful Dharma is difficult to encounter in hundreds of millions of eons. I now see and hear it, receive and uphold, and I vow to fathom the Tathagata's true meaning. Namo Shakyamuni Buddha. Namo Shakyamuni Buddha. Namo Shakyamuni Buddha. Vows and the one who is bowed to are both by nature empty. Therefore the communication be responding to suffering, serving beings in countless ways of Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva of great compassion, to whom we bow in gratitude. Awakening and loving kindness in children, sprouts, and all beings, Maitreya, the Buddha, to be born, to whom we bow in gratitude. The way fearlessly and compassionately, the stream of all our ancestral teachers, to whom we bow in gratitude. Dharma is deep and lovely. We now have a chance to see it and practice. We vow to realize its true meaning. Bodhisattva Avalokita, while moving in the deep course of Prajnaparamita, shed light on the 5 skandhas and found them equally empty. After this penetration, he overcame ill-beingness, and Shariputra, form is emptiness, emptiness is form, form is not other than empty, emptiness is not other than form. The same is true with feelings, perceptions, mental formations, and consciousness. Listen, Shariputra, all dharmas are marked with emptiness. They are neither produced nor destroyed, neither defiled nor immaculate, neither increasing nor decreasing. Therefore, in empty there is neither form nor feelings, no perceptions, nor mental formations, nor consciousness, no eye or ear or nose or tongue or body, or no form, no sound, no smell, no taste, no touch, no object of mind, no realms of elements, no interdependent origins, and no extinction, no ill-being, no cause of ill-being, no end of ill-being, and no path, no understanding, no attainment, because there is no attainment. The Bodhisattva's ground in Prajnaparamita find no obstacles for them. Having no obstacles, they overcome fear, liberating themselves forever from illusion and realizing perfect nirvana. All Buddhas in the past, present, and future arrive at that. One should know that perfect understanding is the highest mantra, the unequaled mantra, the destroyer of ill-being, the incorruptible truth. The mantra of Prajnaparamita should therefore claim Gate, Gate, Para, Gate, Para, Samgate, Bodhi, Swaha, Gate, Gate, Para, Gate, Para, Samgate, Bodhi, Swaha, Gate, Gate, Para, Gate, Para, Samgate, Bodhi, Swaha. Invoke your name, Avalokiteshvara. We aspire to learn your way of listening in order to help relieve the suffer in the world. You know how to listen in order to understand. We invoke your name in order to practice listening with all our attention and open-heartedness. We will sit down joy to one person in the morning, and to ease the pain of one person in the afternoon. We know that the happiness of all is our own happiness, and we aspire to practice joy on the path of service. We know that every word, every look, every act, and every smile can bring happiness to others. We know that if we practice wholeheartedly, we ourselves may be an inexhaustible source of peace and joy for our loved ones and for all species. Invoke your name, Shittigarba. We aspire to learn your way of being present where there is darkness, suffering, oppression, and despair, so we can bring light, hope, relief, and liberation to those places. We are determined not to forget about or abandon those in desperate situations. We will do our best to establish to share the fruits with all